We held formation! Stay in line, you cowards! We're losing! Not because of my battle plans this time! Why are you all running away? Every single soldier. What did I do wrong?
That's right. Remember, your soldiers are like your sword. Keep them firmly in your hand.
Yeah, keep you firmly in my hand, tutorial man. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1000 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay. And today we're entering the world of Total War. Medieval style. Oh, it looks like Evil Dead almost. Or not Evil Dead, Army of Darkness. Sort of a castle in the middle of the California desert. Which seemed totally out of place. But it was Bruce Campbell. So we don't judge. Total War today. Interesting fun fact about this game. It runs in 800 by 600 resolution. So I just want to show you what I'm actually recording here so you guys can see. Like, look at this for a second. Like, what is up with this? It's a game that runs 800 by 600. On my monitor that I'm playing it on, it is sort of full screen. But on the OBS studio that's recording it, it gets detected as this weird mini window in the upper left corner of my screen. It was actually like screwing up my screen setup to try to record this. It kept changing screen resolutions. It's a big pain in the butt. I feel like these kinds of things happen when you play these old PC games. You know, the thing with playing old like emulator games, you know, like NES or PlayStation, PSP or whatever you're playing, is that as long as the emulator runs on your modern system, it's not going to like screw up your computer to play these old games. But with old PC games, there's no like good solution really. I mean, DOSBox, if you're playing a really old game, DOSBox will make sure it's fine. But if you're playing like a Windows level PC game, there's no like Winbox, you know, like no good Windows emulator. You could do a virtual machine or something, but that's a big pain in the butt to play one game. And so there's these weird like compatibility issues that exist. I know people were commenting on my movie tycoon video I did a while back because that one, you actually, I forget exactly what I did, but you did have to do some kind of like weird patch or something to get it to play on modern Windows computers. Otherwise, it just wouldn't. So it's interesting. DOS games and old emulator games, they run fine on modern systems, but there's this window of PC games where like it's kind of hit or miss, and some sort of have these funky quirks. Anyway. Let's go into a quick battle. This is Medieval War. I guess we're playing the Viking Invasion. I didn't intentionally select that or anything. It was just, you know, I bought Medieval Total War on Steam, and we're playing it officially through Steam, and this is just how it is. So here we are in the world of war. Oh, this is kind of interesting. So if you bring the mouse to the edge of the screen near the bottom, it scrolls, but near the top, it rotates. That's cool. And I guess you can't look up or down. Can you use the arrow keys? You can. Can't use W, A, S, and D. That's always one thing that I find. It took developers a while to adopt, and I feel like most developers still don't do it. But W, A, S, and D, in my mind, should always be movement keys, because often you want your right hand on the mouse and your left hand to use the arrows. You don't want to have your left hand using the arrows like this. It's kind of awkward. So, anyway. Flat Inland 17 sounds like a historical battlefield here. And we have crossbowmen, 40 Gothic knights. What does it say about them? May charge without orders, slow moving. That's kind of cool how they will disobey you sometimes. Irresistible charge, standing, impetuous, fresh. So we got these different stats and stuff. We have played games like this before. And we'll see how today goes. I mean, I'm jumping in without the tutorial, so we're just kind of messing around and having fun with this one. But I've definitely seen these kinds of war simulator games. And for people who really like battles, you know, historical battles and stuff, these must be a dream come true. So we're going to run blind, messing around. We're probably going to fail. Buckle up, everybody. Let's begin this battle. I don't even know how to issue commands, frankly. Yeah, I think I just issued a move command. So how about these guys? How did I do that? Oh, there we go. You just left click. Okay, so that makes them move. All right, I'm just moving them all out. See, I feel sorry for you guys because the war that I was trained on was Dune 2, and in Dune 2 there wasn't a lot of worry about the individual units. So you guys, you know, my battlefield acumen is not necessarily too acute. It was honed on Arrakis in the 90s with a pirated version of Dune 2 that my friends had copyright. The copyright check on it had been cracked. We passed it around on a data disk, 3.5-inch floppy disk out of people's backpacks at school. It was grand. It was great. Dune 2, all-time one of my favorite RTS games. In fact, this game probably wouldn't exist without Dune 2. Dune 2 really started the craze that became Warcraft and then basically every RTS game after that. I do not know how to defend against what is happening here. We see a lot of armies coming in. I'm hoping my guys will just sort of figure it out, frankly. We'll see. I'm going to try and, like, not get routed here. So they're setting up battle lines. Their lines look far more organized than mine. Yeah, how about we just send all these knights? Their knights are going over here, so I feel like mine should too. Meanwhile, oh, my guys are broken formation. They're going in. Okay, let's see this fracas. Oh, they seem to be chasing their guys away. Okay, that's good. We've broken through their lines. Oh, they're chasing us down, though. My guys are fleeing. All right, attack. Get in there, guys. Horses. Mow them down. Meanwhile, what are these guys doing? Yeah, my horses have really caused chaos in their ranks, which is awesome. What's happening over here? Are we fighting or what? Get in there. Don't just... They're just like in formation next to the battle. Like parallel to it. We were given orders to watch this battle closely. And watch we shall. We've got epic music going on right now. I wonder if my, like... This is very Game of Thronesy, like Battle of the Bastards. I wonder if my soldiers could take down their horses or if it's like totally like we're just going to get slaughtered. Let's see. Attack the horses! Okay, I think those are my guys fleeing. 16 feudal knights, elite unit running away. Okay. Worried by so many casualties. Okay, well, they're not very elite, are they? They're just fleeing the battle. You don't flee the battle. You fight to the bitter end. We'll flog them all when we win here, which it looks like we are losing. Oh, that's all their soldiers. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose this fight. Is that their soldiers again? Okay, something happened. I don't want to blame the commander because, you know, usually when things go bad, everyone's first instinct is to blame the commander. I'm not one of those people. So I'm not blaming the commander on this one, but it looks like the battle went south very quickly. I'm getting the feeling that we're not winning. I don't know how to read any of these statistics, but we have a lot of white flags jumping up, which probably means cowardice on our side. I think we didn't flog enough people before the battle, frankly. And that led people to think that if they retreat, they're not going to get flogged. So we'll have to correct some misconceptions after the battle. These guys are just chivalric men at arms. Well, they're not very chivalrous if they're just straight running away. Your general is running away. Well, he ain't going to be a general for very much longer. All right, so for various technical reasons, this battle was lost, despite our battle plans. And so we'll have to do better next time. 52 Pavice crossbowmen. Serpentine crew. The weapons cause fear. Uncertain, worried by so many casualties. Quite tired. They're like, well, we're heavily injured, worried by the number of casualties. And frankly, we just didn't have any naps today, so we're pretty beat. So if it's all okay to you, we are quite tired. We may just retreat. That's the thing you don't mind, Captain, Sir, General. Yeah, that's a lot of guys coming for us. Okay, let's ask a question. Oh, wait, that's halt. Rally, root, group, close formation, loose formation, wedge, skirmish, hold, engage at will, hold fire. Probably should have used some of those orders in the battle itself, huh? Oh, speed slider. Okay, there we go. Now we get to watch ourselves lose in fast motion. Oh, the enemy general is fleeing. Well, that's something. So what does that mean? Draw? Was it a draw? Hey, we have 2 guys left. 2 of our guys hung around. All right. This is a long battle. I'm not moving the screen, by the way. It's just moving by itself. Is it over yet? This is the longest. This is like the most drawn out. It's like a game of Monopoly. Okay, we lost. Defeat the enemy. Make sure your army isn't captured or killed. Well, those would be the 2 goals, wouldn't they? 2 primary objectives. Which one is me? I guess I'm not even on the board. I just wanted to know how many enemies I killed. Oh, here we go. Killed men. No, I'm the Wait, the French are the bad guys. I killed 644 of them? Hold on. Let's try this again. Okay, let's see if we can actually figure this out. Okay, let's pay some close attention here. Chivalric men-at-arms. Good defense. Elite unit. Okay. Chivalric. Ignore routers who aren't elite. Steady. Very good attack. Okay, so these are good defenders. Let's just check out all our forces here. Let's actually go into this. Not just messing around. Let's see what we can do. These defend well versus cavalry. And they're armored. Oh, so we got a lot of good... So the soldiers we got up there, front line, they are good. Okay, these guys are very weak. So they will stay behind. Very good attack. Impetuous. Bonus versus armored troops. Ignore routers who aren't elite. Poor in woods. But other than that, irresistible charge. Irresistible to the ladies. Okay. So we have a lot of knights. Can I just select them this way? Oh, I totally can. Okay, so let's... So I think we have pretty good battle lines. Then who are these? Ready to fire. Okay. So here's what we want to do. So I want those guys to go there. I want these guys to go there. We're going to have like tight formations and see if this works. Let the enemy come to us and get slaughtered. We're kind of rotated funny, but it's okay. Okay, these guys will go here. Nope, nope, nope. You serpentine arrow guys, you go right here. You. I find this game doesn't really make it super clear who you selected. Like when you click someone, their flag bounces a bit, but it's like very subtle. So I feel like that's one. If I can levy a criticism, that's one criticism I would levy. Okay, so we're building some defensive lines. Then we'll bring up our knights. So our knights are going to hang around back, and if anyone starts any trouble, they're going to, like, pounce. That's our plan. All right, very tight. I guess we're vulnerable to archers, but last time we just sort of, like, went in, and it didn't go very well. So this time I want to try something a little different. The serpentines have, I don't know what they have. Hey, where are you guys going? Okay. Skirmish. Skirmish is okay. So can you go over here? I want to like use my serpentines. Okay, hold on. Maybe move you back a bit. Move you back a bit. Move you back a bit. I guess the serpentines sort of need to be out front. I didn't think the serpentines were cannons, but I'm looking at them. Steady, happy that flanks are protected. You should be happy. They're like, well, this is like 1,000 times better than the last guy. Frankly, he just sort of like led us out there to die. Oh, these are crossbowmen. I don't know why they're out in the open. Infantry, infantry. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is bring knights around to help protect the crossbowmen. There we go. All right. We're like a defensive turtle. Nothing can get through. I don't think they have, like, I don't think they have, you know, like, catapults or anything, so hopefully this is defensive enough. We'll see. Engage at will. Where's my other cannon guy? Fire at will. Fire at will. And where are my crossbowmen? They're already at fire will. Oh. You want to tango, eh? Okay, let's close ranks on that and then, boys. Everyone get in there. They're starting stuff with the knights. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. Tight formations. Where are you guys going? Wait, running away. Happy that flanks are protected. Worried by rooting of friends. Wait, why is everyone fleeing? We held formation. We held formation. Stay in line, you cowards. We're losing. Not because of my battle plans this time. Why are you all running away? Every single soldier. What did I do wrong? Oh man, my what? We lost even faster. We lost even faster that time. What the heck? That was like an insta-loss. Okay, they do not want you forming a defensive turtle. I thought it was being smart, packing everyone like in these. Guess you would need to spread them out. Who knew? Who knew? I only killed 50 people. They came in, slaughtered 122 of us, and then it's like we were just done. Okay. Well, give me a tiny... Oh, God. The thing I find about these games is, like, I want to just come in and play them. You know, like, the thing I loved about Dune and Warcraft and all that stuff is you could just hop in and play. And I totally get that there are games that are more complicated than that. You need tutorials. Hell, even the Battletech game that I made, you need a tutorial to learn all its mechanics. But you could kind of hop in and figure out some of it. Maybe I'm being too generous to, like, my own thing, but it's like... I'm not going to do, like, 8... Let's just do one tutorial, and maybe what we did wrong will be... Oh, my God. How to control a camera, how to select units, how to give orders, how to change... I don't want to do that tutorial. Let me do the next one. Frankly, no. No, thank you. I wish I could do a battle. Oh, the hell with it. I'll do one. Why not? What else am I going to do with my time? Spend my life with my loved ones. Read literature and art.
You must learn how to lead your...
No, I learned how to use a camera in medieval.
I will teach you.
Oh, good. This lesson will teach you how to control the camera, how to select your troops and issue orders. Use the left and right arrows to move the battlefield. Once the battle commences, movement of the camera will be restricted to the line of sight of your troops. Also, oh, that's kind of cool. You can speed up the camera by holding the shift key. Okay. You can use the camera to survey the battlefield. You can also look at the overview map at the top left. Screen will see a small icon at the bottom left to show your screen. Left icon, bottom left. They'll click the units. Yes, okay.
That is right. No, no. Try again.
Double click the icon to move the camera close to your units. Okay. Who are these guys? Chivalric Knights. Trust me, these guys are not all they're cracked up to be, tutorial man. I've seen them in combat. Move the mouse pointer over them and you can see information about them. Man, I couldn't have figured this out on my own. Yes, okay. Now left click on the base flag and they will move. Now we now watch them move. Watch them deploy. Watch them move. Excellent. Now double click on the base of the next flag and...
That's right. Remember, your soldiers are like your sword. Keep them firmly in your hand.
Yeah, I'll keep you firmly in my hand, tutorial man. Attack orders issued the same way with simply left clicking on an enemy, blah, blah, blah. Learn how to organize your battle. Hold down the left mouse button and drag it to the right. Between the two flags, he's dragging a unit formation. Alright, well that's one thing I didn't know. So there you go. Left click and hold the base and then release it.
Well done.
Okay.
But it is not as easy in the heat of battle.
Okay, good. Great. We learned one new thing. I will grant them that. Didn't know how to do that. Don't know how essential it is, but now we know. You'll see rows of buttons. If you hold your mouse, yes, hold your mouse over each one to see what it does. I've done that. I know. That's self-evident. Saracen, intruders have been sighted as the scouts. Organize your formation for battle. Go to the top. Loose formation. Loose formation will spread out your men and make them less vulnerable to arrow fire. However, it's not the best formation for hand-to-hand combat. See, that's the kind of information I want. Now your knights are closer to the enemy. Okay. Off we go.
Way to control your men.
So you want them in loose formations until you get into battle, then you want to tighten them up, I guess? See, that could have helped me. That's some information. 100 desert archers shoot poorly in bad weather.
That is not it. Good. Your men are following your orders.
All right, get over there, you bums. Get over there. Slaughter the archers. Now change the men into a wedge.
Now is your first chance to lead your men to victory. Good luck, my lord.
Okay, everybody get in line. And let's do this. Alright, they didn't even fire at us, so it makes battle a little easy. What was the point of the wedge? Why couldn't we just go in, like, in one big line, I guess? I don't know. Sure, the wedge. The classic tactical wedge. And the slaughtering commenced. Oh. Yeah, I know how to do something. The tutorial didn't have to teach me that. I figured it out with my brain.
Only a craven serf would not now be ready to go on campaign.
Alright, your soldiers have learnt the basics. I like how they had a bunch of stats they wanted to tell you about the units, but they didn't know how to, like, put it all on the screen. So they're like, we'll just have it cycle. But it's, like, timed, so when you speed it up, it's like, fast, make no units, irresistible, blah, 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 blah. Could just figure out a better user interface to show you all the things at once. I don't know. You've learned the basics. Total War if you desire. There's more to learn. Okay. Let's just do one more. This battle gives you a chance to practice the basics of commanding your army that you learned in the first tutorial. Remember that all commands in battle work the same way by selecting a unit, pointing on the spot of the battlefield or enemy unit, and clicking. Use the camera to keep your eye on the battle, blah, blah, blah. Let's do it! Your knights are dominating the battlefield presence. Dispatch the 3 enemy units. Alright. Got some sweet knights. Wedge formation. Oh wait, okay, they told us loose formation. You're charging too early. Aim can be sped up. Control T will toggle between maximum and normal speed. Oh wait, I gotta go into wedge. I was in look at all my guys that got killed. Because I had the game sped up. Well, that's annoying. Alright, get these guys too. Peasants. Enemy peasants detected. Alright, anyone else left? Spearmen. Alright, loose. They keep telling me to speed the game up, but I don't want to. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk these guys over there. Walk nice and slow so they don't suspect yas. And then when they're not paying attention, you get into wedge formation and you fuck them up. Go! Power of speed. It's like a Monty Python sketch. Alright, did we kill them all? Is there anyone left? We'll move out very slowly here. There's like little enemies on the radar. Right? Like, it looks like there's enemies right here, but I don't see anybody. Whatever. I learned enough. Tutorial over. I made the exact... A true general. The last enemy was self-doubt. A true general ends his own tutorial mission. Alright. Tutorial successfully completed by my standards. On to another quick battle. I like how there's a tutorial, and then there's a campaign tutorial. It's like, not even like a tutorial in the campaign. It's like you have to play a tutorial to learn how to play the campaign. You don't want to jump into a campaign. You want to tutorial that shit first. Oh man, it's funny. Fine throughout day. What does that mean? Select a formation from the army banner. Okay, let's just begin. Okay, so there's the problem with these battles is they're just way too big. I learned how to control like one unit. There's like so many decisions to make for all of these. So I'm just gonna... I'm gonna try and get my cavalry to flank the enemy though. We'll see how this works. The cavalry, I've decided, are not defensive units. It's a brilliant insight, I know. Wait, where are you guys going? Back over here. These are heavy infantry. Alright, what are these guys? Spearmen, mercenary cavalry. I'm gonna try and get my guys to like really flank them. Get them out of position. Want to go for those archers or whatever. Okay, we got them on the run. They're really not engaging our guys. Problem is I can't control all those guys at the same time too. But I do have them worried that I'm flanking them. They're like, what are all those horses doing suspiciously behind our front lines? Alright, it's time to move out, boys. Spring the trap. Let's do this. This is probably a terrible idea. Oh, I have so many guys, though. Look at them all. Everybody get over here. Uh-oh, the cavalry are fighting. Okay, those formations I selected are probably terrible. What's happening here? Okay, attack! 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 Oh, they are... Okay, maybe we flee? Got them out of position, that's the most important thing. Yeah, I don't know how well that worked. What's going on over here in this battle? I think we are about to lose. I think it's lights out for us. Well, that's okay. I'm at peace with it. it's another. I feel like a bum in that the last few games we've had are just games that are like outside of my experience and wheelhouse, and I'm like, I totally see how there's tactical elements to this, and like, you know, certainly if you are into like historical battles and stuff, like this is way more accurate than playing something like Dune 2. But for me, it's like I like the Dune 2 Warcraft, StarCraft experience for my real-time strategy. This is like almost too complex. It's almost like I'm trying to think of what the analogy would be. It's like a Civil War reenactment where it's like it's so detailed that, like for me, I like the sort of simplified, artificial war you get in Warcraft as opposed to these more complex things with like unit formations and stuff like that, you know? But, I mean, it's a lost cause for me. I'm just, I've accepted the fact that I've now led 3 armies of men to their death. I probably shouldn't be a general anymore, but we can speed up time and just watch my defeat. My general's fleeing. He always does. I just don't understand how they defeated me so decisively, but it is kind of interesting how, like, with the right formations and stuff, like some forces can be totally ineffective versus totally effective. As, like, a student of history and, like, somebody who likes, like, Braveheart and stuff, I'm like, yeah, these battles are totally fascinating. I will grant you that. I'm just terrible at them. So yeah, we're definitely done with Medieval Total War here. Glad I bought it on Steam. Don't worry, I got it on sale. It wasn't that big of a deal. So this is one of the games, the Book of 1,000 video games, just play before you die. I tell you what, I like to go into these games blind these days, so I didn't look anything up. But since I did do so poorly at the game, I'm gonna like look this one up in the book, so bear with me for a second here. Medieval. This is page 483. And the book saith, Medieval Total War transplants the unexpected success of Shogun Total War from the exotic campaigns of Sengoku, Japan, to the more familiar battlefields of Western Europe during the Middle Ages, a period rich and fertile in terms of the conflict and strife needed to support a long and fruitful military campaign. Here, military campaigns are conducted in 2 arenas: real-time tactical, which is determined by the outcome of the battle, and turn-based strategy, which shape the long-term fate of your kingdom or empire. That's pretty cool. So I guess in the, like if you do a campaign, I mean, I guess I'm glad I just read this, because, so you could do like the Viking campaign or something like that. And sure, we'll be the Irish, because why not? They always come out on top, right? Now that's cool. I will grant you this part is quite cool. So it's sort of like a turn-based thing, and then we could like send our different guys to try to attack. End year. Forces invade. Automatically resolve the attack. Hey! That's pretty good. How you can like automatically... See, now it's a game that I'm kind of interested in. Here, some terrible portents came about over the land. Miserably frightened people. Wow, this is cool. Okay, you know what? I just assumed it was battles. I really should have tried the campaign. I like this version of it. What? Can I go over here? No? Okay. Can this guy go over there? Oh, we can invade. I don't know what we're doing. We are okay. Attacking. Probably gonna lose this one. Oh, we have received a message from the men of Connacht demanding a ransom in return for a number of captured men. 6 men, 50. I will pay that ransom and bring them home. Bring those boys home. Your ruler's wife has given birth to... Wow, this is like Game of Thrones, the turn-based game. Okay, this makes the game far more interesting. She will come of age in 15 years. Oh, you probably have to, like, concern yourself with, like, descendants and all sorts of stuff. That's cool. Sort of like medieval Risk. Only more complexity. That's what happens if you just end the year. There's popular unrest among the peasants in this province. A combination of factors. Oh, that's cool. The Americans are now the richest. No one else has such a large annual income. Huh. What else can you do? What does this dagger do? Subterfuge? Why is the Catholic bishop in the subterfuge menu? What can you do with him? Can you kill him, or is he like a stealth assassin? Is he like that priest in King of the Hill who is like actually an assassin guy? Senior what's his face? Monsignor or something. And he would always say, Vaya por Dios. Fun fact, they tried to make a live-action adaptation of that show and never got past the pilot stage. Apparently the pilot was quite good, though, actually. Funnily enough. Air status? Oh, that's so cool. This part, I think, is way... So, frankly, the battles, if you're into the battles and stuff like that, that's great. I think there's a lot of depth and complexity there. It's not really for me. This I am more interested in. This sort of like the fact that you have airs and there's subterfuge. This is like... I mean, it's still more complex than, you know, automatically resolved defense. You've lost control of the province of rebels. If you've held it for a long time, the people might revolt in your favor. If you pay, they will be returned. I will pay. Your ruler's wife's given birth to a son. Oh, now we have a son and a daughter. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. Heirs and like all that stuff. Very cool. All right, let's see what the rest of the book has to say about this. Either the real-time strategy or the turn-based could have been packaged and sold separately, yet Medieval Total War finds space for them and also grants players the freedom to automate battles without all the long-term turn-based nitpicking if they wish to concentrate. Yeah, that's so cool. I feel like... You know, I was about to write the game off from my perspective, but now I'm like, oh yeah, like... If I had this as a kid, I probably would get into this. Oh, if you have a spy... Click if you have a spy. Okay, can we just... Is this just what happens to be there? Like, I don't know how you actually build buildings. Okay, let's... It's also a little hard to, like, select the unit that you actually want. Okay. And sometimes they don't go where you tell them to go. Like, he won't go. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, he doesn't want to go. The interface, I will say, is a tad clunky. It might make sense when you get used to it, but it's a little clunky if you don't know what's going on. So we have received a message from the men monster demanding ransom for return of a number of captured men. Sure. They've achieved the unheard of level of development. Technological advancements are unsurpassed. What have they developed? What have they developed? Man, we keep having babies. Literally every year we're pumping out a kid. That's a lot. That's very physical on the wife. Like, you think 9 months pregnant, you have a baby, and then you're pregnant again, and 9 more months, you have a baby. Like, maybe you have 2 months off. That is a lot of babies. You bask in the adoration of your subject. No one else has such dedicated support. I don't know why they like me. I literally haven't done a thing. Your monarch's son has come of age and is ready to serve. Faction now has 2 heirs. If your monarch dies, one of them will take over the country, so you can now commit the monarch in battle, but do not throw his life away. Oh, that's cool. Another daughter. Jeez, we have so many children. There was an option to hold a council meeting. I kind of wanted to do it. It's totally like Game of Thrones flashes. The Merkins are considered the strongest military might. Oh, this is holding council. The Scottish leader sent an emissary. He brings an offer of alliance. Sure. Why not? Welcome aboard, buddy. Okay, so that's some stuff. Destroy the blacksmith shop? I don't think so. Interesting. Well, it's a cool game, actually. I think what's cool about it is if you like the battles, you have the battles. But if, like me, you're not crazy about the battles, you have this. And I think there's a lot to explore here. And if you like the battles and this, you can do them both. You can do them both. So I think it's kind of a cool game. I definitely find this turn-based sort of strategy, like Game of Thrones-y style game to be quite interesting. And given enough time, I could see myself getting into this. What do you guys think of Medieval Total War here? Is it a game you've played before? Do you love it? Do you have hints, tips, tricks, all that good stuff? If you've played the game and you know like what cool stuff you can do in here, sound off in the comments down below. I honestly would legit consider coming back and like spending an afternoon, like trying to block off a Saturday one day and being like, all right, we're going to spend 4 hours with this puppy. Let's figure this part out. Because I feel like in a 1 hour video, especially since we started with the battles, we didn't have enough time to fully figure this out. Even though we're not in an hour, but we're pretty much tapping capacity for, checking this game out. However, I would not consider this game written off, and I would consider coming back to this at some point. So those are my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Whatever you guys think of the game. Hopefully you had fun here today. Hopefully it was fun watching me lead my men into battle to ultimate glory. If it was, don't forget to like the video. And other than that, I will catch you in the next one. Until next time, my friends, you'll take care of yourselves. And peace.